I hope you all keep an open mind, and at least believe me when I'm saying, I'm not trying to tell you anything else than exactly what is written. For this to make any sense, you have to go back to, before Christ. And imagine the mindset of the people living in those times, what it might have been like. As a note, the only type of people this really can be applied to are orthodox Jews, and those that only regards the Old Testament as the true way, which is based, on sacrificing living things. You have the eye and eye and so on. So, what is the main issue? Well, you say the message implies that God will sacrifice any woman by stoning in front of her father's house if she is not a virgin. So, let's analyze it, what this really says, because it is a reference here. And the first chapter reference, number 13, is the most important in this regard. Because it says, if any man takes a wife and go in unto her, meaning having sexual intercourse, and hate her, very important, hate, right, because this is the issue. Because, and also, in addition to hating, he has to go up and speak against her, probably to a high priest or whatever, God knows, and he shall bring up an evil name upon her, and say, I took this woman, and when I came to her, I found her not a maid. Then the father of this damsel and her mother take and bring forth the token of the damsel's virginity unto the elders of the city and the gate. And the damsel's father shall say unto the elders, I gave my daughter unto this man to wife, and he hateth her. Again, the hated. And lo, he hath given occasions of speak against her, saying, I found not only thy daughter a maid, and yet these are the tokens of my daughter's virginity, and they shall spread the cloth between the elders of the city. Now, here I would say, just as a note, I have no doubt that even especially a non-virgin woman trying to pretend that she is a virgin would probably know this. So, how difficult could it possibly be to make it appear as a little blood, on the stain, that this is, hello, how hard can it be? So, again, and lo, yes, and the elders of that city shall take the man and chastise him. And that means, I'm not sure what that means really. I think it's serious. And they shall immerse him in 100 shekels of silver, and give them unto the father of the damsel, because he hath brought up an evil name upon a virgin of Israel, and she shall be his wife. So, okay, I'm agree here is, that's a little harsh, really. He may not put her away all his days. Now, I guess this is also something with power to do. So, I'm not sure what that really means. I'm not sure. But also, this is also kind of, you have to look upon this as a punishment to the female. I cannot see it any other way, shape or form. But if this to be true, and the token of virginity be not found for the damsel, here comes it. Here comes it. If she was found guilty, then they shall bring her out the damsels to the door of her father's house, and the men of her city shall stone her with stones that she die, because she hath wronged folly in Israel, to play the whore in her father's house. So shall thou put evil away from among you, if they were found. So, if anybody discovered them. First of all, the female knew perfectly well what kind of risk she took if she willingly engaged herself with this. That means, that if she had not managed to, even have a needle in her hand and make it appear, I mean, how hard could that be? And how stupid were the females? All right, come on, especially if she was not a virgin. So what will be done to this woman if she was not a virgin and pretending to be one, And the elders found the proof to be righteous. Now, I agree again. This is not a very fun situation for a girl to be, But again, it has to do with hate. So, a virgin, if a man on his wedding night finds out that his wife, his new wife, is not a virgin, he has the right to do this if he hates her. Do you understand here that this is not a simple thing? I cannot imagine that it was fun to see somebody, at least an innocent woman, being stoned to death because false accusation of her husband. That is not my kind of fun, right? So yeah. And also, but it doesn't stop there. If a damsel that is a virgin betrothed unto a husband, and the man find her in the city, and lie with her, then ye shall bring them both out unto the gates of that city, and ye shall stone them with stones that they die. The damsel, because she cried out not, being, she could have said, help, I'm being raped. But if she said, none, well, because she cried not, being in the city, and the man, because he had humbled his neighbor's wife, so thou shalt put away evil from amongst you. It was looked upon as evil. But if a man find a betrothed damsel in the field, and the man force her and lie with her, then the man only that lie with her shall die. You hear that? You females. You were not just the fruit for pickings. If somebody raped you in the field, that is where you could not cry for help. So you had also this. Don't you see? But unto the damsels thou shalt do nothing. There is in the damsel no sin worthy of death. For as when a man riseth against his neighbor and slay him, even so is this matter. Riseth against his neighbor, for he found her in the field, and the betrothed damsel cried out, and there was none to save her. If a man find a damsel that is a virgin, which is not betrothed, and lay upon her, and lie with her, and they be found, then the man that lay with her shall give unto the damsel's fathers 50 shekels silver, and she shall be his wife. because he hath humbled her. He may not put her away all his days. And also a kind of ad notum, just in case somebody didn't really get there, and that is, a man shall not take his father's wife, and nor discover his father's skirt. Meaning, he's not going to be in the bed of the father, or go in his clothing, and so on and so forth.